Hey guys, what is up? I'm Higgsy007. How the hell are you? Now, I honestly think this is the first ever video in which I've uploaded to YouTube, in which I've actually created the thumbnail before the commentary. And yes, as you see, it pretty much represents exactly what's happening in Call of Duty World War 2. Sledgehammer obviously being the bull, and Call of Duty World War 2 being the China shop. How can you do so much damage to a game with a patch? Something that's supposed to fix the game. Now, I am going to briefly sift through patch 105 update details, but before we get into them, Sledgehammer Games have give us double XP for this weekend, just to let you all know, and that includes all game modes, which includes War. So if you want to rank up fast, there you go, just go and play War, if you get into a game, that is. But breaking news just in, and if I can actually say the following sentence without laughing out loud, dedicated servers are offline. No more daddies. We are strictly on P2P servers, as if we ever had dedicated servers. Anyway, as if we had it any other way. I don't know, P2P servers, oh my god, how are we going to play? Yes, we may experience some host migrations and lag issues, so going for those orders and challenges are pretty much out of the question this weekend. Just to let you know, just a little heads up. How can someone break something so bad? It's just unbelievable. This game has had issues at launch, we all know that. Now it's completely falling apart. These are actually game breaking problems within this patch, this recent patch. Now, the game in its current state is obviously broken right now. And you know, I rarely like to use that term, that phrase, game breaking, but it's true, it is. Anyway, we're going to quickly move through some of the patch details. I'm not going to clickbait you into this video and not go through the patch details, because that would be sleazy and rude of me, wouldn't it? First up, we have D-ranking issues have been fixed. Apparently, the dreaded infinite loading screen has been resolved. Espionage has been nerfed to where the enemy actually is now only visible for 6 seconds instead of 10, which was just absurd to start with, and now is only affected by bullet damage. I'm obviously going to leave a link to a Reddit post, and you can sift through all these yourself in detail. You can sit down with a little cup of tea and read them and laugh at things that they have done and not done. And just staying on espionage, this perk is completely unbalanced. In fairness, 6 seconds is still way too long. To me, half of that would be good. You know, 3 seconds and we're good. Especially the fact there is no counter whatsoever. So this is a completely unbalanced basic training perk, ribbon, whatever the hell you want to call it. It's just not fair. Just stick it on. Shoot people. It's like Recon from MW3, but better. And Recon and MW3, Recon Pro I should say, was actually really good, but this is better. It's so unbalanced, doesn't matter. Moving on to buffs. Everyone loves buffs. I love buffs. Buffs. The toggle action shotgun now does more damage at extremely close range, thank goodness. Now the Brain LMG obviously got a damage increase per shot, and I think the fire rate was actually increased as well. So yeah, it's probably a better, I think it's actually like a 2-shot kill now, which is good. The LMGs weren't really that good in this game. Also on the LMGs, the bipod ADS time has been speeded up, which is good. Not that I ever use it, but I did actually use it for one of the challenges, and it just seems so campy. Now onto the nerfs. The bar, the STG, the FG42 and the machine pistol all received the nerf hammer, decreasing fire rate in the bar, and I think widening the hip fire spread in pretty much most of them. So that's good. That's a bit more balanced. You know what, just to make it a fair world, I think they should just make every single weapon OP as hell. That would just be better. So at least there's no go-to weapon. For me, the bar still feels really good. I personally like the STG better, but they're very, very similar weapons anyway. Also, to get hit with the nerf hammer is quickscoping. Everyone's favourite pastime, quickscoping. Finally makes it a little bit fair for everyone. Obviously, the person on the other end of the quickscope, and now not any old Timmy No Thumbs can jump on and quickscope like a friggin' phase member. And just to go into a little bit more detail on quickscopers, basically if you didn't know, now this apparently was not intentional by Sledgehammer Games, but when we scoped in with the sniper, our aim would be directly centered to begin with, making hitting a target pretty much extremely easy. So that has been adjusted now, and it should be a little bit more difficult to quickscope. But you know what, guys, there's people that can quickscope and there's people that can't. I can't whatsoever. I don't ever want to be, I don't try to be, but there is guys that are good at it. It's not the easiest thing in the world, but the way that it was, it pretty much made it easier. Now obviously I focus my channel mainly on multiplayer, so I'm not even going to discuss zombies at this time because I know nothing about zombies. There's channels out there that does zombies really well. I am not one of them. So guys, how have you found the game since patch update 105? For me, I've pretty much only played like 2 or 3 games and it felt really bad. I was excited to go on play tonight because I took a few nights off. I did a few commentaries, tried to catch up with some of my shows and spend some time with my wife. And I seen XXP coming up this weekend. I thought, yes, let's get on, play some war, rank up, prestige, unlock some camos. And yeah, it doesn't feel like... I might actually jump on after this commentary and see how it feels, but I don't have high hopes. Now, just before I wrap this up, remember Infinity Ward? They pretty much were the laughing stock of the community pretty much the last year. They had like constant fuck ups in Infinite Warfare. Well, the question is, are Sledgehammer Games gonna struggle just as bad? And the thing is, do we have to look a little deeper? Is this just down to poor QA testing, quality control or quality assessment? Or is it the hardware? Or is it the engine? Are the developers finally pushing that old friggin' Quake engine to its breaking point? Who knows? We certainly don't know because the transparency is just not there. They're not telling us, I think, what we should know. At the end of the day, we've paid big money for this game. This is not just a game to them, this is a business, so they really gotta look after us. We are their customers, and so far I think they're not keeping up their end of the bargain. As I said in my last commentary, this is an online multiplayer shooter. We really are struggling to get online and shoot people. That's just not their end of the bargain being held up. You know, it's not enough just for them to friggin' tweet once a day saying blah blah blah, currently under investigation. That's not enough. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I've been Higgsy007, you've been fantastic. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe if you're new around here. I will see you all in the next video. Love you, bye.